Hello guys, welcome to my channel. If you're just joining me for the first time, my name is Patience Alfred, and this channel I talk about a whole lot of things. I talk about how you can get job overseas from anywhere you are in the world, how you can apply for jobs, how you can get employed, sites where you can get jobs overseas, and I also talk about students that want to study outside of their country. So I talk about myself, my family, and a lot of interesting things. So many things that you can benefit from. But before we move on, if you are just watching, please just subscribe. It's not hard. Just click on the subscribe button and we'll continue. So guys, I have good news for you guys. Like, good news. I'm so happy this morning. It's 10 a.m. where I am, so I'm so happy this morning. I'm fucking happy. Sorry, I'm using the F word. I'm seriously happy because one of my subscribers just called and said he has gotten his visa for himself and his family. He is studying in UK with his family, as in the family as the dependent, and he is a student. So he said he has gotten his visa. He sent me the screenshot of his visa and all that. He's one of my subscribers. Remember, I talked about a subscriber that called and said he got his cars in UK when all this Braverman issue was going on and all that. When some of the schools in UK are no longer giving cars, he got his cars, and now he told me like last week that he has gotten his visa and him and his family should be relocating very, very soon. I was so happy for him. Like, I'm so happy for him. I don't know him, but I'm happy for him. He said he got his visa because I inspired him. He has been watching my video from day one, like the first video I subscribed. He has been watching my videos, and I published, sorry, the first video I published, he has been watching them, and he's one of my subscribers. And he said this is the good news. So I'm so happy for him. So guys, this is what you get when you subscribe to my channel and when you keep watching and keep listening to what I do, taking the steps I've talked about. Take the steps, and you never can tell, anything can happen. And I believe God that the next good news I'll be receiving is going to be for those that are looking for job overseas. So just stay glued to my channel and you will get your own good news soon. Let's go straight to today's video. Today's video, I'll be talking about Norway. I'll be checking my system because, like I always say, sometimes I can't have the whole stuff in my head. I can't have them all in my head because it's not easy. So I'll be reading out the informations I have for you from my system, and you can go and check them out. These are legit informations, like they are legit. And I will always say, you can do these things yourself. Don't allow any agent to eat your money. Like the guy that called me to say he has gotten his visa, he did the finding of his admission himself, everything. He did it himself. He didn't pay a dime. Like, he did not pay anything to any agent. He did all by himself. So today, guys, I'll be talking about Norway. Norway have good news for everybody internationally. Like, anywhere you are in the world, they are saying that they want migrants to come to their country to come and work. So now Norway is saying they have this new visa that they just introduced. They are saying Norway now is saying that they are granting skilled worker entry visa. Let me come again. Norway is granting skilled worker entry visa to apply for residency and work permit. Yes, that is what they are doing presently. So they are saying that the nation of Norway is open to individuals outside the EU and the EEA. So you can apply for residency. You can, which was known as work permit, is now resident permit. Like, you can apply for resident permit as you are applying for job. It's not done anywhere. If it's in UK, before they will give you residency or anything else, you have to work for like at least 5 years in the country. If you work for like at least for a sponsored job for 5 years in the country, then you can apply for your resident permit. But Norway is saying that as soon as you get a job, just apply. You get your resident permit. As you're getting the So Norway is saying that as soon as you get a job, you can apply depending on your skills level and the kind of work you will be doing in Norway, as a resident permit is needed. So depending on the kind of job you want to apply for and your skill, like if you have a good skill, then you can apply for this resident permit. Let me go on. This permit is for skilled workers, seasonal workers, self-employed persons, or employees in humanitarian or non-profit or religious organization. So they are saying that these resident permits are for skilled workers, seasonal workers, self-employed persons, or employees in humanitarian or non-profit or religious organization. You understand? If you are in this skill, if you are a skill worker, if you are a religious person, and maybe like a pastor, an imam, and so many others, you can apply for this permit. You will be granted. Who does that? Norway is an European country, and the population is around 5.5 million, and English is the most widely spoken language in Norway. They speak English. In Norway, they speak English, so you don't need to be like, if I don't understand their language, blah, blah, blah. No. You can go to Norway if you speak English well, like very, very well. So don't be scared. And entering visa for skilled worker. Entry visa for skilled workers who require a visa to visit Norway may be granted an entry visa. So if you require a skilled worker, if you are skilled in your field and you require to go to Norway, you will be granted an entry visa. In some cases, allowing them to travel to Norway to hand in their application for residence permit to the police, or wait for a response to the application for a resident permit. This type of visa does not allow you to work in Norway, but it allows you to stay in Norway, to stay in the country while the UDI process your application for a resident permit. So they are saying that this entry visa for skilled worker is a visa they call entry visa for skilled worker. It allows you to submit your application, your documents in Norway. Like if you are applying for resident permit, it allows you to submit it in Norway, submit the documents in Norway. You are not allowed to work. You are just allowed to wait for their decision. When the decision is out, then you can start working. That is what the entry visa for skilled worker is for. That is what it is for. To be granted such a visa, it must be probably that your application for a resident permit for skilled worker will be granted. However, if you have already been granted a resident permit, you don't need to apply for an entry visa. So requirements for entry visas are: you must have applied for or are going to apply for a resident permit for skilled worker with an employer in Norway, or a resident permit for athletes or coaches. So before you can apply for this visa, their requirement is that you must have applied for, or you are going to apply for a resident permit for a skilled worker with an employer in Norway, meaning that you must have gotten an employer in Norway before you can apply for this visa. And the second requirement is that you must have received a concrete job offer from one specific employer in Norway. You must have gotten a job offer from a specific employer in Norway before you can apply for an entry visa. And thirdly is that the job must be a full-time job. The job must offer you a full-time job, not a part-time job. You must have a qualification as a skilled worker. You must have a qualification as a skilled worker before you can apply for this visa. If you are going to work in an occupation which approve external websites, you must have such approval from a head personnel. For example, you must enclose an authentication or license from a Norway directory or health. So meaning that if you are applying for, let's say, a nurse and all that, so you must get an approval from a health organization first before you can apply for this visa. And this is how to apply. Like, I'm giving you your requirements and how to apply. It's so easy. And at the end of the video, I'm going to tell you where you can get these jobs and who can get this job. So just watch this video to the end. You're going to see where you can apply and how you can apply. Then you can start applying yourself. You don't need an agent to do it for you. As long as you have an internet enabled phone or laptop and all that, you can do them yourself. So there are hotels, there are doctors, and so many other occupations that can apply for this kind of skilled worker visa and entry visa. Is as easy as ABC. You can do it yourself. Just go online and you apply. So how to apply for this, for an entry visa? One, you must have a Norway, you must apply at a Norway embassy. That is number one. You must apply at the Norway embassy. Two, submit an application for a visitor visa, but write in the application that you wish to be granted an entry visa, which is called D visa. When you get to the embassy, tell them that you want to apply for a visitor visa, but you must write in your application that you want to be granted an entry visa, which is called the D visa. That is number two. That is how to apply. Number three on how to apply is if you have already submitted the application for a resident permit, you must submit all the documents on the checklist for a skilled worker. You must check all the, like I just talked about, you can go online and check the requirements for a skilled worker. Then you must submit all the documents. Don't leave any of the documents out. You must submit all the documents that are required for the skilled worker. And the fourth one is the embassy will take into account your request for an entry visa, but if your application is turned down, you can write the embassy to appeal the decision. Your application will be given another review by the embassy. It will then be sent to the UDI before being approved or rejected. So guys, is that easy? These are the requirements. These are the requirements you need to apply for the skilled worker visa and permanent resident visa, and this is how to apply and all that. So you have to go to the embassy to apply. And now these are jobs that are available for foreigners in Norway. These are jobs that are available for foreigners in Norway, where you can go and make research and check and check and check and check. In my next video, I'll be talking about where you can get jobs in Norway, the sites that you can get jobs in Norway. You can watch the video and you can just start applying yourself ASAP. Don't waste time. So jobs that are available for foreigners in Norway that are in demand, like they are in need of foreigners. They are in need of foreigners. So one is engineering jobs in Norway is a hot cake. Anywhere you are in the world, you can go to their website. In my next video, I'm going to be talking about sites that you can get this job. So you can go there and search yourself and you can start applying. Developers are needed in Norway. IT and communication jobs are needed. Teaching is needed. Drivers are needed. Tourism jobs, foreigners are needed. Legal jobs like a lawyer and all that, foreigners are needed. Seafood, if you're into seafood, you're into fishing, farming and all that, you are needed in Norway. Oil and gas job are needed. Hotel job, one of my subscribers was asking me where she can get a hotel job. If you are watching this video, I think you should check the next video for the sites where you can apply for hotel jobs in Norway. Building and construction. And the final one that is hot cake in Norway presently is nursing and medical jobs. Nursing and medical jobs. Norway are asking for you. So guys, we've come to the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Please go and make research on this more and make use of it. Change your life, help your family, help yourself. Thanks for watching. Thanks for believing in what I do. Keep on watching, keep subscribing, guys, and stay tuned to my next video where I'll be dropping the sites on where you can apply for this job. Love you guys.